Learning targets. Calculate the mean, mode, and median of a set of data. Calculate the range, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation of a set of data.
Okay, so for this afternoon, we will be focusing on the mean, the median, and the mode. So take note, we will focus on the mean, the median, and the mode, and also the range, the mean deviation, the variance, and the standard deviation. Now, our first objective is all about the measures of central tendency. Our second objective, this is all about the measures of variability. Now, let's begin first with measures of central tendency. So we have here the mean, the median, and the mode. Let's begin with the mean first. But before having the mean, let's define first, what is a measure of central tendency? Can I have another volunteer? Please read the definition of a measure of central tendency.
Measure of central tendency. A single value that attempts to describe a set of data by identifying the central position within that set of data.
Okay, it's a single value which describes a set of data by identifying the central position within the set of data. Okay? Another one is, this is sometimes called the measure of central locations or the measures of average. Okay? Now, let's have picture analysis first. I would like you to describe the pictures that I will be displaying on the screen. Let's begin with this one. What scenario can you make out of the picture that is being presented right now? Sige, you make your own observation. Unsa may inyong observation about the picture, the first picture there? We have, what do you see right now on your screen? The picture, the first picture. What is that all about? What is the picture all about?
Hoteliers.
About probably a restaurant, right? It's about a restaurant probably. What about the restaurant? What do you see on the table?
Yung salary, sir.
Ang salary, and also what? The different employees. So we have here a manager, a chef, the 2 cashiers, and the 3 waiters. And their corresponding monthly salaries. I don't know how much the salary is. These are just approximations, okay? Probably they're earning more than what I'm displaying right now. So a manager earning 21,000 per month, a chef, that's 18,000 per month, the 2 cashiers, that's 10,000 per month, the waiter, that's 8,000 per month. So that is our first scenario. The first scenario is simply a restaurant having employees and their monthly salaries. Let's have the second picture. What have you noticed on our second picture now?
Report card.
Report card.
About the report card. It's about the report card. What about it?
Subjects and its grade.
Okay. How many subjects do we have here?
5.
So, okay. The grades of the 5 subjects. The subjects are math, English, science, Filipino, and Araling Panlipunan. And their grades are 82 for math, 80 for English, 84 for science, Filipino, that's 82, Araling Panlipunan, that's 81. That is picture number 3. Again, that's picture number 3 about the grades of Juan de la Cruz in 5 subjects. Let's have the last picture. Give me a scenario about the third picture there, the middle picture. What scenario can you make out of it?
Size of shoes.
Okay, shoe sizes. Most probably, kabantay mo anang agtumuog mga department store sa shoe section or sa shoe mart, kabantay mo anang magtali ang mga sales lady kung nahali ni siya nga size. Have you noticed that? Example, yes, nahalin ang size 8, itali na niya size 8, nahalin si size number 9. So these are simply a scenario wherein these are the shoe sizes that are being sold probably in a week, in a month, in a week, or in a day. We don't know if this is just one day. For example, this is example in a day lang. These are the shoe sizes of a specific style, shoe size of a specific shoe style. We have size 8, size 9, 7, 8, 7, 9. So these are simply shoe sizes. Now, let us go to the 3 central tendencies. And after which, we will go back on these 3 pictures and we will analyze asa kay mean ana, asa kay median ana, asa kay mode ana. Which is the appropriate central tendency to be used for each picture. Okay? Now let's begin with the mean first. The mean is simply the sum of all the data divided by the number of data. You add all the numbers there, divided by how many numbers are being added. Okay, let's have an example. We have here a data set. 4, 1, 3, 5, 3, 2, and 3. So to get the mean, how do you solve the mean? This is the symbol for the mean, by the way. When you have an X bar on top of it, that is the symbol for the mean. Take note of this formula. Sum of the values divided by the number of values. What are the values in the data set? Unsa may given ako dira class, we have
4, 1, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3.
okay. Unsay buhaton na ko ning 4 1 3 5 3 2 3.
Add.
I-add. Now, i-add na nako, so 4 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. How many data set do we have there? How many numbers are there in your data?
7.
7.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be your divisor. Mao nang 4 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 divided by 7. Now, how much is the sum of the data there? Use your calculator, please. How much is 4 plus 1 plus 3? How much?
21.
21 divided by 7 is how much?
3.
3. And that would be the mean. So this is now the mean for our first data set. Any questions about our first example?
Wala, sir.
Okay, let's go to our second data set. So we have here the mean. So what are you going to do with this? You
Add.
add. So meaning what happens here, that's 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. My question is, why is the divisor 6? Ganiha 7. Ganong 6 man na. Go.
The divisor, sir, mo siya kanang kung pila ka buok data ang nasa.
Okay, very good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 man na ka-data nato. So the divisor will be 6. And the sum for your numerator will be 18. Now, what is 18 divided by 6?
3.
3.
Mean is still 3. So this is our mean for this data set. Okay? Let's have another data set. So again, what do you do again? Unsay buhaton na nato na? You tell me right. Go.
Add the value of the data.
Okay. And what will be the divisor?
7.
Okay, so adding 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2, and 5 divided by 7 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 number of data. Now, adding the numerator, you will be getting 23. Now, what is 23 divided by 7 in 2 decimal places?
3.3.
3.29, right? Is it 3.29?
29, yes, sir.
Okay, so that's 3. Unsa may nigawa sa calculator? You tell me unsa nigawa sa calculator.
3.28571.
Okay, so on and so forth. Now, I said I'll go 2 decimal places. 1, 2 decimal places. So meaning kini ako i-round off. Unsa may sunod ni 8? 5. 5 is greater than or equal to 5. Mao nang plus 1. Plus 1, mao nang nahimong 9. So, we had this one when you were first year, na atay rounding off. I hope naka-remember pa mo ato. And this is the mean for our data set. Okay? Any questions about the mean?
None so far.
Okay, let's go to the median. The median is simply the middle number in the ordered set of data. Take note of this adjective. Ordered, meaning you need to arrange the data whether in increasing or decreasing order. Okay? So balik ha, ang median dili na ma-solve diretsyo kung wala gi-arrange ang data in increasing or decreasing order. Let's have an example. O asa may dapat mag-una ani nila. Arrangement. The first step is to arrange. Okay? Arrange. Unsa may atong first number dapat?
1,
1. Next ni 1.
2,
Next ni 2.
3,
Next ni 3.
4,
4,
Next ni 4.
5.
Okay, there you go. Our ordered arrangement from least to greatest. That's it. Now, sir, how do you get the middle number? It's so simple. Akong strategy is pairing. I'm gonna pair this with the last one, the second and second to the last, the third and the third to the last. What is the middle number?
3,
That is the median. So the median is the number 3. This one is your median. Okay? And our symbol for the median is simply an X, then bawg nga bar sa babaw. Oh, any questions about our first example about the median?
So, what if, sir, wala yung may kuan, tanan na ay pair?
Okay, that's a very good question, and that will be my next example. Okay, thank you for that, Janiza. So, ingon si Janiza, sir, but if, sir, naay tanang pares, okay, let's arrange them first. What should be the first number?
2,
2. Tulo ka 2. So, 2, 2, and 2. Sunod ni 2?
3,
3 then?
4, and 5.
Okay, I'm gonna arrange that. 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arrange na to, ipares-pares. Ipares. Sir, duha ka book ang naastunga. Ang buhaton na unsan? Sige, you give me an idea on what to do with the two numbers there. Do you have any idea? Unsay buhaton ka na ani 2 ug ni 3? Kay usa ra man naka-book median ang atong set data set. Add 2 and 3. That's 5. Ighuman unsay buhaton?
Muna dahil na among median. Oh.
Divide nato. Uy, kamoron. I-divide nato kay para makita na tunga ni 2 ug ni 3. Digat na idea? So, i-add na ko si 2 ug si 3. Ighuman, i-divide na ko by 2. Always. Mao ni siya ha, basta gani duha ang nastunga-tunga, you add the two numbers divided by 2 all the time. And what is 5 divided by 2?
2.5.
There you go. 2.5. And that is our median. So take note, kung walay partner, simple. Kung unsay nas pinakatunga, mao na answer niya. Sir, what if ang pinaka-last nga partner is, ang pinaka-last is na pairing? Like what happened in our example here. I-add ang duha, i-add ning duha, kini, 2 plus 3 divided by 2, 2 plus 3, that's 5, divided by 2, that's 2.5. Any questions about the median?
Wala, sir.
Okay, that's good. Let's continue with our mode. The mode is, here's the definition. The most frequent number in the set of data. Katong kadaghan nagbalik-balik. Sana all magbalik-balik. Pero sakit man ang balik-balik ko no, human after all, sakit man gihapon. Correct, right? Anyway, so again, the mode is the most frequent number in the set of data. Let's have an example. The most repeating number of the data. Here. What is the most repeating number in the data?
3.
3.
3. How many times ni-repeat ang 3?
3.
3.
3 times. 1. So, nasad ko'y solution ani, but you can also have your own solution. I will arrange this. Okay, maklaro na ako if akong i-arrange. So, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. I can clearly see nga 3 is repeated 3 times. So, meaning, the mode is 3. And when I say one mode, if it is only one mode, this is what you call unimodal. Isa ra na siya ka mode. Okay? Let's have another example. What if you're given this? 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2. So I'm gonna arrange this. That's 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the mode?
2.
2.
Okay, 2. Why the number 2? Sige, reason out. Why the number 2?
So, sir?
Why is your answer 2?
There is a repeated entry in the data, man, sir.
Or what if I'm gonna add the number 3? What's your mode?
2.
Are you gonna write number 3 there? Are you gonna write number, I'm gonna write number 5 lang. Let's have number 5. So take note na ay nag-repeat ang number 2 ug ang number 5. Are you gonna include number 5 in the mode?
No.
Why no? Sige, go. That's a good answer. No, sir, because...
Mode is number which is repeated more than any other number in data set.
Okay. Although number 5 is repeating, it repeats twice ra. Ang kadaghan nagbalik-balik si number 2. So what is our mode here? It's 2. And this is still unimodal. Okay? Let's have another example. What if you're given 3, 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3? Let's arrange that. This is the arrangement. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. What is the mode in this data set?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Why 2 and 3? How many times did 2 repeat?
3 times.
3 times.
3 times. How many 3 did 3 repeat?
3 times.
3 times.
3 times also. So meaning our mode will be 2 and 3. And this is what you call a bimodal. That's very good. Okay. Let's have our next example. This is 3, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna arrange this again. This is now our arrangement. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. What is the mode now?
2, 3, and 4.
Okay, 2, 3, and 4. Ni-repeat si 2 thrice. Ni-repeat si 3 thrice. Ni-repeat si 4 thrice. And this is what you call
Trimodal.
a trimodal. Okay? Let's have another example. 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna arrange this para makita nato ang mga nagbalik-balik. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. What is the mode now?
2, 3, 4, and 5.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Will you agree with the answer 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Yes, sir.
What is the definition of the mode?
Mode is number which is repeated more than any other number in data set.
Okay. Now, naabay mas dilabaw og balik-balik sa 2, 3, 4, ug 5? That's my question. The definition of the mode, the definition of the mode is this. The mode is the most frequent number. Awat, 2 katulo, 3 katulo, 4 katulo, 5 katulo. Naaday nilabaw ang nagbalik-balik. Wala. So, meaning, ang answer na ko, anak, ay no mode at all. Kaya nga naman, although nagbalik-balik sila, pero the same man ang frequency. The same man, tagtulo-tulo, wala may nilabaw anak nila. Yeah, the definition of the mode is the most frequent number. You get my point, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have another example para mas maklaro. Look at this one. I added the number 6. We have 222, 333, 444, 555, and the number 6. What is the mode here?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Ang answer nyo ganiha nga 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the answer now. Kaya nga naman, nilabaw naman og balik-balik si 2, 3, 4, og 5. Kaya na may usar ka number din ha. And this is what you call a multi-modal.
Modal.
It has 4 or more. Okay? Now, any questions about the mean, the median, and the mode? Klaro ra ha? Okay, let's have this example ko na, Let's have this example. Let's get the mean. Unsay buhaton nako basta magkuha sa mean?
Add the
I-add. Then divided by pila man ni kabuk data. Pila man ni ka data.
9.
Okay. So i-add na ko na tanan 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 10 plus 12 plus 15 plus 15 plus 30 divided by 9. And the sum will give us 108. What is 108 divided by 9?
Yes. Somehow I can hear your period. Somehow
We have
I can hear your period.
12. So our answer is 12.
Stable. That's why we have difficulties in.
By the way, who is having his mic on right now?
Ako, sir. Kaklase ka baging, sir, ay.
Okay. Sige. Okay, let's continue. What about the median? O sige, buhaton na to basta mag-solve sa median?
find the
O sa say unang buhaton?
Arrange
Unsay
na
unang
ng
range. Okay. So, mao ni dapat natong timan-an basta median. Arrange. I'm gonna be arranging that. And then, atong i-partner-partner. Awa kong partner-partner din, dili ako maglinya. 4, 32. 6, 15. 7, 15. 7, 12. What is the median?
10.
The number 10.
10.
So that is the median. The median is the number 10. Okay? Let's go to the mode now. Oh, from your data set, asa may mode na to? What is the mode here? Tanawa ninyo ang arrangement sa median. What is the mode? Asay nagbalik-balik kadaghan? What numbers?
7
15 and 7.
Okay, very good. Si number 7 repeated twice. Number 15 ni-repeat twice. So the mode is 7 and 15. And this is a bimodal. Okay? Now, let's go back to the pictures
Sir,
now.
sir.
If tulo, it's trimodal. If tulo,
Mabot po na, sir. Mabot po na 5.
it's possible. It's multimodal.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Now, from the pictures I gave a while ago, Which of the following is the mean? Asa may gamitan akong mean? Ang average salary, ang average shoe size, or ang average grade?
Average grade.
So take note ha, I am using the word average. Why? Because kining mean, median, mode are averages. When I say average salary, average shoe size, average grade, wala na nagpasabot mean dito. Ang answer sa average, pwede mean, pwede median, pwede mode. Okay? So, you have a concept of that. O asa may gamitan akong mean ana, ang report card, ang shoe size, or ang monthly salary?
Sila tulo, sir.
Silang tulo? Kung ako i-add ng shoe sizes, decimal may answer na. Na-add decimal na shoe size. Yes. Yes, I heard someone said, sir, report card. Very good. Report card, remember ninyo pag junior high and senior high? How do you get the average grade? Let me write that down. Average grade.
Plus na lang
Di ba you get the... Okay. 82 plus 80 plus 80 plus... sorry, this is 85 plus 82 plus 81 divided by... O pila man ang 82 plus 80 plus 85 plus 82 plus 81? Please use your calculators. Use your calculators, please. Is it 410? Is it 410, by the way? What is 410 divided by 5? What is 482? The average grade is 82. Okay? So that is the mean. Now, let's go back to the pictures now. Okay na niha, ang gigamit na ko sa report card, mean. So this is already okay. Asa sa duha ang median? Is it the monthly salary or the shoe sizes?
Shoe sizes.
Now, what if ang difference niya, shoe sizes, are you sure?
Hindi ko sure, sir.
Okay, when I say average salary, average or monthly income, I'm talking about the salaries. So when you talk about salaries, average, let me write it down. Average salary. That talks about the median. Kana mga surveys nato nga maingon nga the average family income of a Filipino is wala na nagngita sa mean, ang gigamit ana median. So meaning kung median ang gipangita o i-partner si 21,000 og si 8,000. Partner si chef og si waiter 18 og 8. Partner si 10 og si 8. Pilay middle number na ko dire?
10,000.
O 10,000 ang average salary. Sir, nganong dili man pwede si mean ana? Okay, here's my let's solve the mean here. What is 21,000 plus 18,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 8,000 plus 8 plus 8,000 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 para makita nato pilay mean. Katong na calculator, please do the computation, please. Do you have a calculator with you, karon class?
Yeah, kay sir, nasa laptop.
Okay na, no problem. Sige lang, maghuwat na ako. 21,000 plus 83,000 divided by 7.
76,142.85.
Divided by 7. Divided by 7.
Yes, sir.
11,857.40.
11,857. Okay, kini lang. 11,000. Tanawang sweldo. Pila ka buk sweldo above 11,000?
2.
Duha. Kinira. Ya, pila ka sweldo ang below 11,000?
5.
5. Ni-represent siya sa average salary? Wala. Kaya nga naman, sa kung 11,000 nga mean, ang above 11,000 duhara, niya ang remaining 5 below that, it does not represent the central value. Mo nang I'm using the median for salaries because the median will best represent the middle value. Is that clear?
Muna challenge na mo, sir.
Maunay mga sweldo-sweldo. Basta sweldo-sweldo ganihisgutan, median ang atong gamiton for that. Okay? Now, let's go. For sure, okay naman eh. O sa may mode, ani be? The shoe sizes. Now, kung kamoy manager sa isa ka department store, asa nga shoe size inyong paliton nga daghan nga sizes?
7.
7. Ang size, average, let me write down. Average shoe size is 7. Nga naman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Siya may daghan nga nahalin. So, I will be using the shoe size 7 as my mode because it is simply the most saleable shoe size in a department store. Okay? So there you go. So again, these are the 3 different measures of central tendencies. Now, I'm going to give you a situation. You tell me whether what is the most appropriate to use. Is it the mean? Is it the median? Or is it the mode? Let's start with number 1. How well did Terizla perform in his math quizzes? Anybody can answer? Just unmute yourself. Are you going to use the mean? Are you going to use the median? Or are you going to use the mode? By the way, good afternoon, Doc Abellanosa.
Good afternoon, Doc.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's continue. How well did Terizla perform in his math quizzes? Is it the mean, the median, or the mode?
Mean.
The mean. That's totally right. Diba? When you get the average score, diba, you'll be adding all the quizzes divided by how many quizzes you have. So I'm going to be using the mean for number 1. Let's have number 2. What is the average age of those who watch the movie Jumanji?
Median.
Is it the mean, the median, or the mode? Okay, why median?
Average age man, sir.
Average age. Pwede man siya mean, pwede man siya median, pwede man mode. Asay appropriate when you say average age?
Ingon ako, sir, nga ang median dapat whole number na siya.
Whole number, correct.
O niya, ang mean, sir, kaya na may possibility nga mo point something na siya.
Okay, what about the mode? Pwede man sa, di ba ang whole number?
Ay, wala may specific na number, sir.
Yes, I heard someone said mode. Can I listen to your answer, please?
Mode siya.
Yes, why mode? Why mode?
Okay, we're looking for the average age man. Like, pila ka,
Okay.
for example,
Yes,
pila
go.
ka 20 years old, or may itanaw sa Jumanji, then, I mean, for example, the data.
Yes,
the
that's
age of
totally
different
correct.
ages.
Yes. So meaning,
And then,
how many, correct, how many 20 years old ang ni-watch, how many 20 years old ang ni-watch aning Jumanji? How many kabuk 21 years old nga mga tao ang ni-watch aning Jumanji? So ang katong pinakadaghan og age will be the average age. Okay? Now let's have number 3. What is the blockbuster movie of 2019? Again, what is the blockbuster movie of 2019?
Mode.
Mode. Yes, why mode? Go on, why mode? When you say blockbuster movie, daghan og movie goers, diba? Which movie man ang daghan ni tanaw ana nga movie? Mo man ay pasabot sa question nato. So I will be using the mode for that. Okay? Now let's go to number 4. Who is the leading presidential candidate in the latest survey? Is it the mean, the median, or the mode?
Mode.
Mode, gihapon. Sige, nganong mode man natong gamiton? Why use the mode? Why use the mode?
Paan man sir kanang categorical ang mode manggod kay mostly use siya when you have categorical data kanang pila ang nipilian nga candidate baron or
That's very, very correct. So, ang pinakadaghan nga ni vote ana is the leading presidential candidate. That's the mode. Now, let's go to number 5. What is the average salary of a Filipino family? Oh, there you go. I said average salary.
Median.
That's the median. Again, when we talk about salaries, it talks about the median all the time. Average salary of a Filipino family. Let's go to number 6. What is the average shoe size being sold at Alpha's Shoe Mart? We have this example a while ago. Shoe sizes. Mode. We will be using the mode for this. Okay? Number 7. What is the average grade of Estes during the 3rd grading period?
Mean.
Mean.
The mean. That's totally right. I'm gonna be using the mean for number 7. Number 8. What is Leo Mord's average weight for the past 10 months?
mean.
Mean, gihapon na siya. I will be adding the 10 weight I have for the past 10 months divided by 10. And lastly, number 9, the average income. Income is the same as salary.
Median.
Median. Okay? So, in this activity, you already know how to identify which is the most appropriate measure of central tendency to use. Now, let's go to our second. This is now about measures of variability. When we say measures of central tendency, it talks about the central value. Measures of variability is totally different. Look at our definition. Can I have a volunteer, please? Read the definition. Anyone? Can you read?
Measures of variability describes the set of scores in terms of their spread or heterogeneity.
Okay. If I'm gonna be rephrasing this in our Cebuano, when I say measures of variability, it talks about unsa ka close ang mga scores or unsa ka lagyo ang mga scores. Are the scores very close with each other or are the scores very far apart from each other? Mo na'y variability. It talks about how homogeneous the score are, meaning how close they are, or how hetero they are, how spread the scores are. Kaya kung the bigger the variability is, meaning lagyo kayo ang scores ana. Kung gamay inyong variability, therefore, the scores are very close with each other. So, this is also considered. Okay, let's have an example. Consider these two groups of scores. We have group 1, 9, 5, and 1. For group number 2, we have there 5, 6, and 4. This is my first question. This is my analysis, by the way. The mean of group 1 and group 2 are 5. Sir, how did you get 5? Unsa pagkuha sa mean again, we have this one. Unsay buhaton nako ni 5, 9, and 1?
Yeah.
To get the mean.
Divided by
I-add divided by 3. So 9 plus 5 plus 1, that's 15 divided by 3, that's 5. What is the median? What's the middle number? Okay.
5.
Ang group number 2, 5, 6, and 4. I-add daw si 5, si 6, and si 4. How much do you get?
15.
Divided by 3,
5.
it's still 5. So the mean is still 5. And if you arrange this is 4, 5, and 6. What is the middle value?
5.
Okay. So take note, both have a mean and median of 5. But if you're gonna examine the scores, asa may close nga mga scores? Is it group 1 or is it group 2? Look at their scores. Group 1, 9, 5, 1. Group 2, 5, 6, 4. Asay close nga mga scores?
Group 2.
Group 2 is more homogeneous. Kailang scores close to 5. Look at group number 1. 9, 5, and 1. Lagyo kaayo na silang difference kay 4. From 9 to 5, 4. From 5 to 1, it's 4. So this is now variability. Here comes variability now. So measures of variability. The spread or dispersion of scores. There are few ways on how to determine this. Number 1 is the range. Number 2 is the standard deviation. Number 3 is the variance. I will also introduce mean deviation today. Okay? I also introduce mean deviation today. Now, let's continue. Let's start with the range. Easiest to compute. Later on, you'll know why it is the easiest to compute. Used when the measure of central tendency is the mode, that's among nominal data, or the median, which is an ordinal data. Simply, this is now our formula. The difference between the highest and the lowest scores. So what's our formula for the range? What's the formula for the range? Out of our last statement, who can give me the formula for the range? Anyone? Yes.
C.
Highest. Ang highest pwede H, ang lowest pwede L. So how do you make your formula? What's the difference? What do you mean by difference?
R equals X minus L.
Okay, that's a very good answer. The formula is simply, sorry for that, let me go back, H S minus LS. Highest score minus the lowest score. Just like what your classmate said a while ago. Now, let's continue. So we have here a set of data. Let's determine what is the highest score there. 7. The highest score is 7. What is the lowest score?
2.
The number 2. Okay, let me change first my pointer because it's not that clear. So we have 7 and 2. For a while, huh? There you go. Okay, so what is the highest score? It's 7. The lowest score is 2. So we have here the highest and the lowest. What are you going to do with 7 and 2?
Minus.
You minus, you subtract. So what is 7 minus 2?
5.
Okay, so simply the range is 5. That will be our answer for the range, for this data set. Okay? Let's have another example. What is the range in the set of data of scores below? So we have here the set of scores. Determine what is the highest score there.
56.
56. Are there any scores higher than 56? Wala na. What is the lowest score? What is the lowest score?
9.
The number 9. The lowest score is the number 9. So what are you going to do with 56 and 9?
Minus.
You subtract. So what is 56 minus 9?
47.
7.
Okay, there you go. Meaning the range for this data set is 47. Okay, now let's go to mean deviation. So the mean deviation measures the average deviation of the values from the arithmetic mean. It gives equal weight to the deviation of every observation. Look at this formula. So in computing the mean deviation, you need to know the mean. You need to know n. Ang given raani ang mga values nato which are the x's. Okay, let's apply the formula in our first example. So we have here, you and your friends have just measured the heights of your cats in millimeters. The heights at shoulder level are 150, 200, 250, and 280. So ang first column nato will be the x's, the values. What are the values in our problem? The different heights. We have
150,
150. Let's write that down. Next.
200.
Okay, next.
250.
Next to 250.
280.
There you go. And what are you going to do next? You solve the mean first. Okay, let's compute the mean first. So how do you solve the mean? What are you going to do with the four values there? O say, buhaton ako ni 150, 200, 250, and 280. Addition. So
Find the sum of all the
150,
heights.
correct. Find the sum of all the heights. Plus 280. What is the divisor?
4.
Okay. Can I have someone use your calculator? Add all the heights there. What is the sum?
880, sir.
880. 880 divided by 4 is how much?
220.
220.
120. So take note, the mean is 220. Now, look at what we will do. We start with the mean the score minus the mean, the height minus the mean. The first height is how much? 150. Minus, what is the mean? What is the value of the mean? The mean that we solved a while ago. How much is the mean? 220. What is 150 minus 220?
Negative 70.
Negative 70. Next,
Negative 70.
200, which is our set score,
Oh.
minus the mean. The mean is again 220. So what is 200 minus 220?
Negative 20.
Negative 20.
Negative 20. Next, let's continue. What are you gonna write here?
250.
You
250 minus
Okay.
220
minus 220.
correct
equals 30.
to equals 30. Next,
280 minus 220.
that's 280 minus 220. That will give you how much?
60.
How much? 60. Okay, the next step is this. You get the absolute value of the difference. So when I say absolute value, it's always positive. What is the absolute value of negative 70? So kining result nato sa second column, we will be getting the absolute value. So what is the absolute value of negative 70? You give me the positive answer for negative 70. 70. What is the absolute value of negative 20?
20.
20. If it's positive, okay, you just write it down. It's 30. The absolute value of 60, sorry for that, that is 60. Next thing to do, we will be adding the third column. This is now the summation of the absolute value of the score minus the mean. Now, can we add 70, 20, 30, and 60?
180.
180. Let's write that down. 180. So this is now our formula. The mean deviation is the summation of the absolute value of the x minus the mean divided by n. Oh, what is our value for the numerator?
180.
180. What is the value of n? How many heights are there? How many heights are there?
4.
4. Now, what is 180 divided by 4?
45.
40.
45.
Again, what is 180 divided by 4?
45.
It's 45. This is now the mean deviation that we are looking for. Okay? Ready for that? Okay. Any questions about the mean deviation? Are there any questions about the mean deviation?
None so far, sir.
Okay, let's continue now. We will be having the variance and the standard deviation now. Now, let's start with the variance. Can I have someone to read the definition of a variance? Anybody from English 2C to read the definition of variance?
Variance is a measure of the dispersion of a sample, or how closely the observations cluster around the mean or average, also known as the mean of the square deviations.
Okay, continue with the standard deviation, please.
Standard deviation is the square root of the variance, is the measure of variation in the observed values, or variation in the clustering around the mean.
Okay, both are simply related with clustering around the mean, but the variance is solved first. You need to solve the variance first. After solving the variance, you can solve the standard deviation. So take note, I cannot have SD without having variance. This is our formula. Let's have this one first. Measure of variability used with the mean. So ganihan nato sa range, gamiton siya sa mode ug sa median. Ang variance or ang SD, gamiton sa mean. Indicates the amount of all scores differ or deviate from the mean. The more the scores differ from the mean, the higher the standard deviation. This is what I said a while ago. The bigger the standard deviation, meaning ang scores lagyo kaayo from each other. And lastly, the sum of the deviations of the scores from the mean is 0. You will see this one later on as we go on with our examples. Now, this will be our formula. This one over here. Let me change my ball pen color first. Let me change the third. Okay, this will be the formula for the variance. This will be the formula for the standard deviation. And take note, to calculate the variance, you need to work out with the mean first. The mean is very, very important. You need to know what the mean is. The second step is subtract the mean and square the result. And then work out the average of those squared differences. So this will be the formula. We will be using the formula in our next presentation. So we have here the variance, S squared. S is the standard deviation. X is the score given as a. This is the formula or the symbol for the mean. N is the total number of observations. Let's have our example. Still, we're having the height of the cats. But this time, I will be solving the variance and the standard deviation for this. Okay, let's continue. Start with the scores. What are the different heights given?
150,
What are the
200,
150, 200,
250, and 280.
Okay, these are the different heights, 150, 200, 250, and 280. Next thing to do is what? You simply subtract the score and the mean. But the problem is we do not have the mean. So I will be computing the mean over here. So how do we get the mean, by the way? You simply...
Add all the data.
So what is the sum of the data here? 150 plus 200 plus 250 plus 280 divided by 4. How much was our result a while ago? This was?
220.
Okay, so take note, we have solved the mean already for our data. It's 220. Okay, let's do the subtraction part. What is 150 minus 220?
Negative 70.
Negative 70. What is 200 minus 220?
Negative 20.
Negative 20.
What are you gonna write next down?
250 minus 220.
Okay, which will give you how much?
Equals positive 30.
Okay, next. What about the last?
280
280 minus
220
220.
equals 60.
Okay. Now, this is not the mean deviation. We are solving for the variance. Next is you square. Whatever is the result in your second column, you square that. What is negative 70 squared? When I say negative 70 squared, that's negative 70 times negative 70. How much is that? What is negative 70 squared? You can use your calculators, please. 70 times 70 is how much?
4,900.
Okay, that's totally right. 4,900. Same thing with negative 20 squared is how much?
400,
400. Next, 30 squared is how much?
900,
900. What is 60 squared?
3,600.
3,600. Okay, the next thing to do is simply get the sum. Kining third column, we will get the sum of that. So what is the sum of your third column? Use your calculator, please. 4,900 plus 400 plus 900 plus 3,600.
9,800.
Were you able to get 9,800, all of you? This is the crucial part. All of you got 9,800, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Let's now begin with the variance. Okay? Let's now begin with the variance. So the formula for the variance is the summation. It's written above. X minus the mean squared over n minus 1. So how much is our numerator? What is our numerator equal to?
9,800.
There you go. Katong sum sa third column, that's your numerator. 9,800 divided by, what is the value of n?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 data minus 1. So we now have the standard deviation is 9,800 divided by 3. Give me the answer in
3,000.
2 decimal places.
3,267. I know.
Point.
3,266.67.
Okay. 3,266.67. This is now the answer for the variance. Okay? Now let's go to the standard deviation. And look what I'm going to do with the variance. Okay? Look at the relationship between the two. The standard deviation, for a while, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to share the presentation as stop for a while. I'm going to have, for a while, class ha. There you go. For a while, ha, because the presentation stopped. Present the entire screen. There you go. Okay. Do you see my presentation now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's continue. The standard deviation, this is not the variance, it's the standard deviation for a while. Let me delete that. Eraser. I cannot delete that. Okay? Ganihan na nato na. Sige na lang. I'm gonna change the ink. This is not variance. Correction there. This is standard variation. Okay. Now, let's continue. The standard deviation is simply the square root of the variance. How much is our variance?
3,000.
Result. Yes. Whatever is the result here, that's 3,266.67, get the square root of that. What is the answer now? What is the square root of 3,266.6?
Round off the punta nearest.
Correct. Two decimal places gihapon.
57.15.
57.15. This is now our standard deviation. Okay? Now, any questions about the measures of variability? Because that ends our discussion for this afternoon. Again, I am talking about right now, for today, we are focused on knowledge building and critical thinking. I will be presenting to you your module, para you'll know on what to do with your module. So I'm going to be presenting to you CM number 5 for GMAT for over here. So we have, let me enlarge this first. Okay. So in our knowledge building part, you will only be writing the letters there. And these are the options. Identification. That's very simple. Okay? This is now our critical thinking part. What are you going to solve? You will be solving the mean, the median, the mode, the mean deviation, the variance, and the standard deviation. So, asa isolve na mo? Kini. Sector A. Isolve ninyo ang mean, median, mode, mean deviation, variance, and SD sa sector A. The same sa sector B. Isolve ang mean, median, mode, and also the mean deviation and the variance. Same thing with sector C. Mean, median, mode, the mean deviation, the variance, and the standard deviation. And then answer the following questions. Find the mean, then determine which sector has the highest and lowest SD. Explain what does it mean to have a high and low standard deviation. Then for next week, I will meet you again on Wednesday gihapon. We will talk about the creating part. So we will have another Google Meet next week about the creating